Hey guys, it is your girl Deb, the travel hacker here. It is Trip Talk Live. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you all. Come on in. Let's get this party started. Yes, I am super excited, y'all, to be back with our Trip Talks every Tuesday. And I am just going to share this and make sure that it is in the group. Just give me 1 second. But come on in, y'all. I am excited about being here. Okay, so I have my grandbabies this week. So if someone pops their head in, it'll probably be one of them. So I'm gonna share this. I just want to make sure that it is in our group. So it has really been a struggle today. So I thought I was going to be able to go live on TikTok and Instagram, but some kind of way it's all um, my Instagram is all messed up. And my TikTok, I had to kind of verify some things. So I was like, oh wow. So anyway, we here on YouTube and Facebook. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me get over to our comments. As you come in, guys, go ahead and check in. Tell us where you're checking in from so we can give you a shout out. But I am your girl, Deb the Travel Hacker. I am Deborah Irvin, CEO and owner of CNC Unlimited Travel and Events. And we are back with our Trip Talk. We are going to try this thing again weekly. I know I have been missing in action, but we have just finished like our third group trip this year. So we have just really, really been busy. So I wanted to make sure, I think I said I was coming live a couple times and didn't make it, but I wanted to make sure that I came and we started back our trip talk so that I can definitely start sharing with you guys, some travel news, what's going on with CNC Unlimited. We'll be doing some, travel hacks like we normally do. We will also be doing and previewing new trips that are coming up. So just get ready and be prepared every Tuesday. Hey, Christy. So if you want to make sure that you get your reminder every Tuesday, I will drop a link for you so that you can go over and set up your reminder. So go ahead, let us know where you're checking in from as I let you know what we're going to talk about. So we're going to have a few travel news topics, some things that are in the news. We are going to recap our trip to Essence Festival. So we'll have some of the ladies that were here that went on the trip with us. We'll be talking about that, and I will be telling you some do's, some don'ts, what to expect, and all of those types of things. If you are here and you are listening to us listening to the replay, definitely hashtag in the comments, hashtag replay. So make sure that you share this out. If you know anyone that might need this information, interested in traveling with Deb's Travel Club, definitely share this out. Like this video. We are trying to get our numbers up. And if you're on YouTube, definitely subscribe and like the video as well. So let's get started. Let's talk about a couple of things that are in the news or that were in the news today related to travel. I don't know if you guys seen it in the news, but the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas is closing down. So they had all of these, they had to give a certain amount of money away in uh, winnings before they closed. And I didn't know this, so that was interesting. So it was really hyped because a lot of people traveled to Las Vegas to go to the Mirage Hotel and Casino, so that they can try to win some of the money. So they knew that they had to give this certain amount of money away. So people were there. They said all of the slot machines were full. People were fussing and arguing. They said get in where you fit in. If you moved from your slot machine, it was a possibility that you could lose it. So yeah, so if you stayed at the Mirage, which is an MGM resort, um, or it's owned by MGM, are selling that property. Okay. So yeah. So just know that. Just know that's happening. That was in the news today. Um Another interesting thing that was in the news is Royal Caribbean yet once again introduces one of their new ships. So they named one of their new ships today, or actually, I think this happened on yesterday. It's the Utopia. It's called the Utopia of the Seas. So if you've ever cruised on Royal Caribbean, you know that they have quite large ships, right? So this ship is definitely going to be themed on. Let me see. I wrote down a few notes as to what to expect. I think this cruise ship is going to have like 40 restaurants on it. It's going to have the themed um, Central Park and the boardwalk as they do on a lot of their bigger ships. Um, and it was actually so these ships, when they're named, they give them a godmother or a godfather, right? For the ship. And that person kind of inaugurates the ship. And it's usually a celebrity. So Megan Trainor was definitely the godmother of this new Utopia of the Seas Royal Caribbean ship. So I thought that was really cool. It's also, which is really cool, is like a lot of times when they drop these new ships and these larger ships. So this is like the second largest cruise ship in the world. So when they drop these cruise ships, um, the new ones, they're usually doing 7 day sailings. But uniquely, this one is going to be doing started out doing some short sailings. So it's going to hit the Bahamas. Definitely their Coco Cay, their private island. And then they'll have a Western Caribbean sailing. I think that's their 4 night sailing. So it's going to be 3 and 4 night sailings on this cruise ship. So if you ever wanted to cruise World Caribbean, this may be the time to take advantage of that, right? We know that the shorter sailings are not quite as expensive as the 7 day sailings or longer, but you'll be able to partake in this luxury lavished um, cruise ship. So it's the Utopia of the Seas, which is one of um, Carnival, not oh, excuse me, Royal Caribbean's newest ship. So great opportunity to take advantage of selling on one of the Royal Caribbean cruise lines. So I thought that was some cool news. Um, a little bit of other news is a few of the airlines are going to be expanding their routes in 2024, or they have expanded their routes in 2024. So Delta has added Iceland from several United States cities. Um, United Airlines is launching a nonstop service to Dubai. Okay, I see y'all from Newark. So that is another way for you guys to head on over to Dubai, the Middle East. Just another way to get you there. And I totally suggest that maybe, you should do a nonstop flight out of New York or Newark or in that area, headed over to Dubai. So that gives you that opportunity. American Airline is expanding its South American routes. So they're gonna have new routes to San Diego. San Diego. So these new routes will definitely offer travelers an opportunity and of choices and flexibility in 2024 as they as you all plan to do your summer travels and maybe even into your fall travels. So keep those in mind. So that is a little bit of travel news. And I do want to give you a travel tip. So with the increase in just a little increase in COVID, um, you may want to make sure that you're traveling with some type of health kit, right? So, hey, you might want to go back to your mask on the phone, on the planes. If you are attending, you know, a larger event, you might consider at least having it with you. But here are some of the things that I want you to consider making sure that you have in this travel health kit. So I want to make sure that you, of course, carry all of your prescription drugs, right? Or your, well, maybe let me not say drugs, but all of your prescription medications, right? We want to make sure that you have everything. Carry it in your pill box. If you have like a daily pill box, put your daily medications in there. Any over the counter remedies. So I have a little like a little makeup pouch that I carry, and I have all of my essential, like Alka-Seltzer, Tylenol, things that I'm gonna need for, that I might need as I'm traveling for an upset stomach, a headache. Definitely let's go back to having that hand sanitizer and keeping our hands sanitized. A few masks will be great to have in it, and just a basic first aid kit is always great to have because you never know when you might have a scrape, um, or a bump or a fall or anything that might, you might need like that basic first aid kit. Now, just having these things on hand is great. So I carry that pouch in my book bag. So I always have it with me. I don't put it in my luggage. Don't put it in your luggage. Don't put it in your luggage. Put it in your carry-on bag. So that way, as you're traveling, if you run into these things, then you have that. Now, the other thing is any paperwork that you might need. If you have a pacemaker, maybe you have some metal plates in your knees or your hips and things like that. Any related documents that you might need to carry with you, make sure you have those, or any emergency contact information. Just small little things that may help you along the way, right, in your travels. It's okay. It's okay to have those things. So that is my tip for you for today, and just a few little pieces of travel news. So again, guys, I am Deborah Irvin. I am known in these social media streets as Deb the Travel Hacker. And I am the CEO and owner of CNC Unlimited Travel and events. And this is our Trip Talk Live, and I'm super excited to be back with you guys. Again, I will be bringing you news topics, anything trending in the news, any new things that might be coming up that might interest you, as well as any travel tips or travel hacks that I come across that I feel like you need to know. And then we'll also be introducing new trips here, and letting you know when they're going to be dropping, when they're going to be releasing, what's coming up. So, and be on the lookout because we're thinking about doing some cocktails and conversations once a month on Zoom where we can hang out, play games. I can give you guys do some giveaways with you all. So I'm super excited. So we're going to be doing some different things, and we want you guys to, participate, come and hang out with us. And you can ask your questions. So if you are here, share, share, share. Sharing is caring. We thought we were going to be on Instagram. We were excited about being on Instagram and TikTok today. But, hey, everything doesn't always work out like we planned. But you know what? I'm here. I'm showing up. So that's the main thing. So we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. So, guys, share, like, and subscribe. We are trying to get our numbers up. We want people to see us, and we want to provide valuable information. So, if you are seeing this on a replay, be sure to comment #replay in the comments. Now, if you are ready to hear all about our fabulous Essence Festival 2024 trip, let's do it. Type ready in the comments, and we will get to it. So I see Christy is here. She was with us there. And I'm first, let me just say, I had an amazing group of women that traveled with us to Essence Festival. It was amazing. I mean, like we had an amazing time, right? Ready? Thank you, Christy. We had an absolutely amazing time. Now, I can't say I did everything. I can't say I did everything, but I know everything that they did, they said was absolutely amazing. So, and I know just hanging out with them and being around them was just everything. We connected, we jived. I mean, like everything was it was just absolutely amazing. So we stayed at the Hilton Garden Inn at the convention center, or the convention center, New Orleans Convention Center. Um, and our package included breakfast daily. So they had a buffet breakfast there. And the breakfast was, I mean, it was good. I mean, like you had your eggs, you had your bacon and sausage, you had your let's see, Chris, you might have them. Yeah, what else did we have? They had fruit, they had um French toast sticks. And it didn't change, like sometimes when you have breakfasts at hotels every morning, things may change for breakfast, but they seem to have had the same thing every day. So, which was okay. I mean, it was good. I mean, it was fresh. And you got what you needed. I think they had cereal, fruit, yogurt. They had bacon. Yes. Oh yeah, and the potatoes. They had breakfast potatoes. So the breakfast I thought was really good. Christy, you definitely can chime in, but I think the breakfast was really good. And yeah, they had a lot of other stuff. I think they had cereal. They had grits and oatmeal. They had toppings for all of that. They had the bread, your toast, your bagels. So very filling breakfast. And it was, I think breakfast was from like 6 to 10. And then the weekends were like 7 to 11. So plenty of time to have breakfast before you started out the first started out that morning. And then, of course, we headed over to for well, let me just finish telling you about the hotel. So the hotel, um, it kind of was centrally located. They had some parties at our hotel. They had some pop-up shops at the hotel. And so that's exactly where I was able, and we were able to meet Darren Henson. I didn't say Orlando, Christy, because I was saying Orlando the whole time. But if you don't know who Darren Henson is, he played on Soul Food, and then now he plays on Family Business. And he was doing a book signing there. So, and we had no idea. Like, we had no idea he was going to be there. They didn't have no signs that he was going to be there. But they had a pop up shop. They had a barber shop in the pop up shop. They just had all kinds of things there that you could buy. They had like, I think you could get your hair done there. I think they had like a little beauty salon there. Pop up. They had clothes. Um, I think they had some sweets. And some other stuff there. I didn't. I mean, like, I was so taken back by Darren Henson. I really didn't even see what what else was in there, but it was hype. I mean, they had music. They had a DJ. And it was. I mean, like, it was hype. Like, they had it going on. So we really liked the hotel. Um, at least I did. I liked the hotel. It was close to the convention center. It was a little walk to the Superdome. Um, but as we were looking at hotels, and as we're planning our package for 2025, it's either you're close to the convention center, or you're close to the Superdome, or you're kind of in between. So depending on where you kind of want to be is where you should pick your hotel. But you know, it doesn't matter really where you are, because wherever you are, believe it, believe me, you're gonna do some walking. Um, if you want to get somewhere, a lot of times you're gonna do some walking. But they did have, you could get an Uber, you could get a Lyft, but sometimes traffic was so backed up. I think they had a party across the street from us. They had a party around the corner from us. Hey, Yolanda. They had it was parties all around in that area where the hotel was. So it's a lot of going on, a lot of traffic in that area around probably 3 to 4. And I think that's because people are kind of leaving the convention center. But after about 5:30 or 6, it kind of cleared up a little bit. So yeah, and we probably was, I think that hotel maybe 6 blocks. And Yolanda and Chrissy, y'all can help me out on this. I think the hotel was probably 6 to 7 blocks away from the casino, Harris Casino, and that sits on the corner of Canal Street. So if you get to Canal Street and you have trolley passes, you can definitely take the trolley to the other end where the Superdome is, and then have a short walk to the Superdome, or up to Bourbon Street, and have a short walk up to Bourbon Street. So yeah, so the hotel was a pretty good location. We only were a couple of blocks from the convention center, so we could just hop right off, go to the convention center, and if we were going somewhere else, we left the convention center, stopped by our hotel, dropped our stuff off, and headed on off to where we were going. So our group, we attended the fireworks on I think the 4th of July, which is was Thursday. I think that was Thursday. Um, and we went down on the river. They had a live band. I mean, like, it was kind of, I mean, like, now, mind you, the fireworks show was only 15 minutes. So if you didn't get there, you missed it. It might not even been 15, it might have been 10. But anyway, the music was playing. They had a New Orleans style band. The theme was hype. I mean, like, it was literally just like, it was hype. We stayed and listened to the band a little bit after the fireworks, and then we headed back to our room. Um, well, some of us did. Let me say that. But we have some adventurous people in our group, and they like to walk and see things. So they were doing their thing, and I just love the way the ladies made sure that nobody was by themselves. That they kind of stuck together and they did the things that they wanted to do. So we did that Thursday night, and then no, maybe that wasn't Thursday. Was that Thursday? Yeah, because we had okay, you know me, I'm trying to think this through. So that's right. Right, Yolanda. So we did that. But before that, we had a 1 hour happy hour with my VIPs. So they came down and we had drinks and we had appetizers. I gave them their gift bags, and my VIPs that had their snack bags, snack boxes that they took to their room to have snacks for the whole weekend, and everything. So we did that, and then we headed off to the fireworks. So that was cool. That was really cool. Now some of our ladies came in early, so they were able to really make reservations at some of the main restaurants there in New Orleans. So always think about whether or not you want to come in a couple of nights early, before the crowd gets there, because once everybody gets in for Essence, you're not going to be able to get into those famous or talked about or popular restaurants in New Orleans. So if that's something you want to do, make sure that you extend your stay. And we are definitely thinking about having extra night add-ons in the new package in 2025. So if people want to add on a night, they can add on a night. So we're trying to figure out how we can make that price worthy for everyone who wants to extend their stay. So we're going to be looking at that as well. So anyway, that's what we did Thursday. And then Friday, the ladies got up, had breakfast, they did their own thing. And then we met downstairs in the lobby around 3:30. And then we was whisked away. to the Hard Rock Cafe in our shuttle transportation that we had there, and it was absolutely nice. I mean, our driver was amazing. He took care of us. He got us where we were supposed to be. He made sure that he was where he was supposed to be when he was supposed to be there. We didn't have to wait on him. When we got in the van, it was cool. He talked to us. He played our music. We just had a ball. So they took us to the Hard Rock Cafe. That's where we had our mix and mingle. And I must say, the Hard Rock Cafe was amazing as well. They bring all these amazing hors d'oeuvres out for everybody. We had wine and beer. Um, and the ladies just had an amazing time. We had our own part. Wayne, that's it. Wayne, he did a great job, didn't he? Wayne was our shuttle service for the whole time. They got my girls to the concerts. The ladies that had VIP packages. He got my VIPs to the concert since they had a one-way shuttle to the concerts, and that the shuttle service was the best thing, one of the best things we could have done, right? One of the best things that we could have done, because y'all, we couldn't have made that. I don't even want to tell my story about walking back from the Hard Rock Cafe, but I'm glad I didn't have my ladies walking, trying to get to the Hard Rock Cafe, because they were headed to the concert after that. And if I had not provided that service for them, I think it would have looked bad on me for them to have to get their transportation there, and they be sweating and all this kind of stuff. Because let me tell you, you're gonna sweat. So don't even, if you're a sweater, and I think those people who don't sweat, if you go to New Orleans, you're gonna sweat. But I wanted to make sure they were comfortable, and I knew they were headed to the concert, so we made sure that they got where they were supposed to be. So yeah, so we went to our mix and mingle. We had beer, we had wine, we ate, and then some of the ladies got on the shuttle and went to the concert, and a few of the other ladies that didn't head out to the concert, they kind of did their own thing. So the cool thing is that you can do your own thing. I don't care. You can do your own thing. We even had other ladies that kind of got in a little later, so they weren't able to meet us for the mix and mingle. But they just did their own thing, and that's what it's all about. And it wasn't that, I mean, we saw them and we checked in with them and we made sure they were good. But nothing is, I mean, you're not obligated to attend any of the events that we have set up for you. We want you to participate with us because we've included it in your price. You've paid for it, but at the same time, you're there to enjoy yourself. So if there's something else that you have planned ahead of time and you want to do it, by all means, you're free to do whatever you wanted to do. So I think every morning we all kind of headed out to the convention center um, to partake in all of that action. But Saturday, my VIPs had tickets to the VIP on the river boat ride, which they said was absolutely amazing. It sells out every year. Every year it sells out. Every year people talk about how amazing it is. They even added a selling this year. So normally they have 2 sellings, but I saw they had 3 sellings this year. So yeah, so that's definitely on that VIP on the river. They sell for, I think, 2 hours. They sell out. They have DJs. They have a couple of DJs, one on each level, and food and drinks unlimited while you're on the cruise. So the lady said they had an absolutely amazing time. They're in here too. They can kind of attest to that. But they said they had an amazing time. It was more than what they expected it to be. So I'm super excited that it was kind of over the top for them. So that's what we did Saturday. They came back, they got on the shuttle, they went to the concerts, and then there was Sunday. And Sunday, I think think I went over to the convention center, but everybody was kind of doing their own thing. I think some ladies had a brunch earlier that day, and they went to the brunch, and then they got ready and went, did the concerts later on that night, which I understand. A lot of the entertainment at the concerts was great as well. Now, I didn't attend any of the concerts. I don't know why I have to be transparent, but I did not attend any of the concerts. But let me just tell you, a lot of times I like to be available for my clients. So I may not attend everything that's going on in the city, but they know how to reach me. They know that I'm available if they need me. If anything happens while they're out, and they need to get in contact with me, they can get in contact with me, or anyone that's hosting my trips, they can get in contact with. So I wanted to just be available, and that's what I did. So let me tell you, so that's kind of how the days flowed for us. I don't know. I don't know, because everybody was moving and shaking. So I don't know how much sleep people got. Because the concerts were long, and then we were out during the day, and we were just having a good time. So I always tell people, hey, you might have to take a couple of days off work when you get back, right? And just rest from your vacation. So everyone made it home safely. So I was just elated about the ladies getting home safely, and just letting me know they had an amazing time. So now let me just talk a little bit about this, because I'm not going to keep you guys long. I've been here 30 minutes. I ain't going to keep you long, but let's recap. uh Team no nap for me. I know, right, Chrissy? I don't even remember taking a nap, but I knew when it was time to go to bed, I was ready. I didn't want to do nothing, take my shower and lay it down. But you guys made sure that you partake and made sure you got to see everything, and that is the way it is supposed to be. So let's talk about the convention center. So that's where I spend a lot of my time, and the ladies spend a lot of their times there as well. Now, there's lines, there's giveaways and things like that. So if there's a lot of major um vendors there, so like McDonald's was there, Disney was there, and then there's the local there are the local, well, they may not even be local vendors, but then there's the vendors that sell all of their products and services, right? So there's the beauty con that has all of the beauty stuff, all the makeup, all the facial stuff, everything, anything, hair, anything, all of that. I think all of that's in there. So I went down to BeautyCon. I think that's where you kind of get a lot of the major things, that products and stuff that you have. So I think that's where you get those from. So the lines, when I tell y'all the lines was crazy long, the lines was crazy long. And I don't care if you say because we were there when the gates opened up. Like I said, the gates opened up, but when the doors opened, we were there, and the lines were just already getting long. So just kind of keep in mind that if you're headed to the Essence Festival, that it's going to be a lot of walking. You might be doing a lot of standing in line, all of those types of things. Just be prepared for it, right? So a couple of things that we learned from this year. So we were in my book bag. I always take water, snacks, or whatever, and I don't think I had a problem with getting that in last year. But this year they were taking your water, your snacks. So you do have to download an app. You do have to get your confirmation for your entry into the convention center, but it's free, right? But then when you come through the gates or come through, yeah, really, um, then you have to scan your entry to get in. You have to scan your phone. You download it on your phone, and then you go through like a little security gate. And then they check your purse and your bag or whatever you bring in. But now I always take a book bag. Even if you have to buy your water there, you might want to take something like a small book bag or a bag. But once you get in there, you're going to get bunches of bags and things like that. So anyway, I digress. So anyway, they have all of these different stages and areas. So don't think you're going to see everything, because there's a schedule. People are on stage at the same time. So you might see somebody, you might not. So a couple people we got to see. Of course, I got to see Method Man. My story is I got there at 10:30. He didn't come on till 1 or 1:30. Got me a front row seat, thinking I'm going, I'm like, I'm here for him. I'm going to see Method Man. Get up there, and I asked the lady everything. I done asked her, is it okay for me to sit here? I'm here to see Method Man. And she's like, yeah, it's no problem. Soon, about 15 minutes before he came on, how about they asked us to move? And how about how I was mad? Because I could have had another seat that was right behind that. So I had to move over to the side. But nevertheless, I got to see him. So we saw Method Man. I told you I saw Darren Henson. Oh God, Lance Gross. Um, oh God, Kiki Palmer. Uh, what is the guy's name? Y'all help me out. Who did y'all see, Christy? Um, Kiki Palmer. Oh shoot, who was on the main stage? Well, anyway, I saw a lot of people. There were performances inside of the convention center. So Christy Neal saw I'll Be Sure. That's right. Oh God, what is the guy's name, y'all? He. Oh gosh, I can't think his name. So don't even. I'm not even gonna take my time to keep trying to think his name. But anyway, um, I just say, you have to experience the convention center in all its blackness, okay? Because that's all it is everything black, everything for us, everybody there for us. Um, they have meditation, they have wellness, they have a whole wellness section where you can get there early, you can do meditation, you can do yoga, all of those types of things. They had Ford was a sponsor this year, so they had card karaoke. They had a whole stage over there that I didn't even get to, and that's where a lot of the performances was. Um, our vice president was there. Um, and I didn't even get that. They had a whole nother talk with her and oh God, I can't think of everybody, y'all. It was just so many. And the cool thing, Hollywood. Now I can't remember Hollywood's name, but Hollywood from Queen Sugar was there. I got to see him. He was on a panel and talked. Um, who was on that panel with him? Oh God. Y'all got pictures. So I'll have to drop the pictures because I can't think of everybody's name. But I got to see him, and I'm sure Christy and all the other ladies got to see some celebs as well. But just to see them, and they're so down to earth. I think more so that they have to move pretty quickly once they do their panel. So it wasn't a lot of picture taking with them this year, but I saw a lot of pictures where they were at white parties, and they just are down to earth. They do not mind taking pictures with their fans. So yeah, so we be rubbing shoulders with the celebs, y'all. So that is definitely you're definitely gonna see you're gonna see have some sightings of some celebrities um in the convention center, and also maybe in at some of the parties, and sometimes you just catch them walking down Bourbon Street, right, y'all? You might just catch them walking down Bourbon Street. So the excitement of the whole thing is not, like, it's really, when y'all see them say that it is like a big family reunion, it is literally like a big family reunion. Like everybody that's, like in your hotel, you see people talk to you. Everybody wants to know where where you're from. Like you can just carry on a conversation. There's no, I mean, it's no mess, all of that. So we just had an absolutely amazing trip, and I'm just so glad that the group that I had a great time. And I hope that they'll be traveling with me again soon. So that is all about the Essence Festival. Now the flights were kind of expensive, closer to um, the festival. So planning ahead for your flights is definitely a good idea. Maybe coming in a day early or staying a day later is always a good way to kind of reduce that flight cost, right? So if you're planning on going in 2025, start planning now. The dates are out, right? So our packages, y'all, will be dropping in the next 2 weeks. So we're just waiting on our confirmation from our hotels, so that we can decide on our hotels for our Essence 2025. And we are returning. Definitely, we'll be back into New Orleans next year for Essence Festival 2025. And our packages will be ready in the next 2 weeks. We will only have 10 rooms. And, you know, the reason being is because, one, I like a smaller, intimate group, right? If I can, after the 10 rooms are sold out, if I can get more rooms, I'll get more rooms. But right now, we're starting at 10 rooms, and that's it. So let me tell you just a little bit about what I already know about that package. We will offer our single, our double, our triple, and quad. Just understand that the rooms will only house two double beds, okay, or two queen size beds. So keep that in mind. So if you're wanting to share a triple and a quad, just know that you're only going to have two beds. You know, that's all. I just want you to know that. I don't want anybody to think, oh well, I can get a quad and we're gonna have everybody gonna have a bed. So no. But we will have our doubles just like we had this year: singles, doubles, triple, and quads. We will also have the 3 and the 4 night accommodations. We'll have our Thursday night 1 hour happy hour. We will also have our Friday mix and mingle. Although I do think we'll move it up. I think we'll move it up a little bit for the time so that we won't be so, pressured or rushed to get people to the concerts. We will have our one-way shuttle service. We're definitely going to keep that. I think that was a plus, and we needed that. So we will have our transportation to our mix and mingle like we did before. Um, we're going to try to have it at the same location. I just don't know if that's going to be possible. But we will try to have it. We were at the Hard Rock Cafe, so we're going to try to have it there again. We will continue to keep our 3-day trolley passes. Um, and I know some of us didn't get to use our trolley passes this year only because we were down a little ways from where we could pick up the trolley. Um, but you can get the trolley on Canal Street, and once you get up to Canal Street, you can just hop on the trolley, and it'll take you down to where you can get on Bourbon Street. It'll take you down closer to the convention. I mean, not the convention center, but the Superdome if you're headed that way for some reason. But we'll continue to have that in our package, and we'll have our gift bags, and we'll definitely have someone there from Deb's Travel Club on site to host. Now, there may be some other things included, but right now, those are the things that we know we want to bring back from this year over to next year. So we're super excited about that. Now, I would like, now, if my mix and mingle can be a brunch, that would be cool. So, um, yeah. So I'm looking into seeing about. That's why I don't know if we'll be able to do the Hard Rock Cafe again. But I think I want our mix and mingle to be a brunch. So those are the things that we're looking at for 2025, guys. If you are even thinking about it, I mean, like if you like, oh, well, I've been wanting to go. Or I don't know, let me get with my girlfriends. Let me tell you, don't wait. Don't wait. We wanted to make sure. I know, right, Christy? So that's what I'm pushing for. That way, that'll give everyone time to like maybe even go back to the hotel, freshen up for the concerts, Friday night, and all of that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm pushing for Friday. Um, so because my thing is, I want it to be affordable for everyone that wants to go, right? So um that's what our goal is. Now, the VIP boat ride, we will offer that again next year, but we'll probably have that as an add-on, so you'll be able to add that on to your package. um the only reason I think that I want to do that is because I think some people may want to go and some people may not want to go. So yeah, yeah. So I want to make sure that, accommodate everybody. So if that's something that you're gonna want to do, then we'll have it on as an add-on, and you can add it on and we can go ahead and include it in your package as well. So we may have some other add-ons as well, but for the most part, this is going to be close to our basic package, and what's going to be included in it, and then anything else may be an add-on. So I'm still working out the details about it, but you can definitely, and you may want to go ahead and get on our wait list so that Okay, yeah, yeah. So we have to have 20 people, Christy, to do that. So we have to have 20 people to get a table, I think is what she told me. But I can definitely check in to see if there is a different cost to just get the table. Um, and then that way I can share the price, and it can be an add-on. The add-on, and I can it kind of explain the table. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I got you. I understand. No problem. Because I think with the tables, it was a VIP cost. So we can definitely check into that. But now, if you like, again, if you are interested, right, and you want to get our information when our trip is released, then definitely, I'm going to drop a link where you can go ahead and sign up on our wait list. So, and then that way you'll be one of the first to get that information as soon as it is released. All right. Now, if for some reason you're like, hey, look, I want to go. I know I'm going. Oh, Yolanda, great question. The dates are July the 3rd through the 7th. And let me make sure that is correct. I don't have it wrote down, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Because I did get one hotel contract, but I'm waiting on two more. Yeah, the 3rd through the 7th, July the 3rd through the 7th. Let me type that in here. Are the dates for next year. So if you are interested, definitely go ahead and sign up on the wait list. Our wait list is definitely filling up. So go ahead and sign up on that. Because remember, we're only going to do 10 rooms starting out. And if I fill up those 10 rooms, which I really believe I will, then I'll have to go in and see if I can get more rooms. But now, let me tell you this. If you're just absolutely sure you're like, I'm going no matter what, I'm going, then what you could do is what we're offering right now is, if you want to go ahead and secure your spot, you can secure your spot for $50. For $50, you don't have a payment plan until we release the trip, and that's when your payment plan would start. Okay, and your $50 deposit will be off of your package price. And if you wanted to secure your spot, because you're like, I might go, I might not go, I just want to wait and see what the prices are, or whatever. But I want to make sure that I secure my spot just in case I want to go, right? Then just go ahead, and I'm going to drop a link. Go ahead and secure your spot with the $50 deposit, right? And if for some reason when the prices drop, you're like, oh, I ain't gonna be able to do it, or your dates don't jive, or maybe you can't get off work those dates, whatever the case may be. Your $50 will be a $50 credit to travel on another trip with us. So you won't lose your $50. Your $50 will be a credit, okay? And you can use it toward another trip. So if you are interested in securing your spot for our Essence Festival 2025 package, here's the link to go over and secure your spot. Okay. Um, our spots, some people have already, some of our past guests have already secured their spot. Um, and so we already know that we saying we got 10 rooms, but um, I don't know, y'all. Those 10 rooms may be gone before we even release our package. So again, just make sure if you want to go over and secure your spot, now is the time to do it. Now, share this out with your friends. Share this out with your friends. And another thing that we'll do is if you secure your spot with the $50, once we release our trip, we'll give you $100 off. Okay? We'll even give you $100 off. So we just want those who know they want to go over and secure their spot now. And this is only going to be good until the end of the month, right? So the end of the month, when we release this trip, this $50 deposit won't be it won't be good. Okay. Deposit will go up as well. So if you're interested, you might want to go ahead and jump on that and secure your spot for $50. Yes, 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 Gemini. Yes. So yes, do that if you're interested. If you want to wait, you take your chances, that's fine as well. Just get on the wait list so as soon as we drop the trip or we release the trip, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be in the next 2 weeks because I already got one contract and I'm just waiting on 2 more hotels to come in so that I can decide on our location, right? And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Yes. So I want to thank the ladies who went with us this year in 2024. Thank you so much for traveling with us. We hope that you'll be traveling with us back to the Essence Festival for 2025, or even on one of our other trips. We want you there. So I'm going to open it up for questions. If you have any questions, drop them now. Drop them now. Thank you. And thank you so much for coming through, taking a minute. We will, like I said, we are back with our Trip Talk Lives. If for some reason we're not able to come in on Tuesday, we will let you guys know. But every Tuesday at 7 p.m., we're going to be right here live with you and answering questions, giving you tips, releasing trips, whatever. All right. So we want to definitely, yeah. And once we release the Essence Festival, we will have a Zoom info session where you can come in and get all the details about it. But what my my goal is to sell it out. And if just think about if you're serious about going, right, and you go ahead and secure your spot, you're not losing your $50. You got it. You're going to get $100 off, and plus you got your payment plan for almost a year. Okay, almost a year payment plan. So we'll have 2 optional payment plans. We'll actually, we're thinking about doing something for some people who pay in full too. So we may have a pay in full option. Well, we do have a pay in full option, but we may do some special things for people who can go ahead and pay in full. And we'll have every 2 weeks, we'll have our bi-weekly payment plan and we'll have our monthly payment plan. All right. So any questions before I hop off? Again, it's your girl, Deb, the Travel Hacker. I am the CEO and founder of CNC Unlimited Travel and Events. This is our weekly trip talk. Make sure, let me see if I have the link for that. Make sure if you want a reminder, right? to remind you when we go live every Tuesday to go ahead and set up your reminder. So let me see. Let me get that link for you guys so you can. And remember, if you are watching this on replay, definitely hashtag replay in the comments. And let me find this link, y'all. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hashtag replay in the comments. So let me put Trip Talk reminder. Y'all can tell I didn't have no help tonight. Because usually I'll have somebody dropping my links, but I didn't have any help tonight. But if you want to get a reminder about Trip Talk, definitely check the link. Click the link. Go ahead and set up your reminder. Thank you on YouTube. Thank you on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, definitely like and subscribe. Share out all of the things because we're trying to get our numbers up. And hopefully next Tuesday, we'll be on TikTok and Instagram as well. That is our goal. And I will see you guys in the group. If you're not in Deb's Travel Club, definitely make sure that you join Deb's Travel Club so that you can travel with our amazing group. Yes. So I'm out. Happy Tuesday. Have an amazing rest of your evening. And I will chat with you all soon. See ya.